I'm going to try this little project where I'm going to make my own little trellis system that I'm making from small, narrow, thin trees that are tall out in that goes up the mountain a little ways into my forest because they're thin, because there's so many trees. So for the most part, I'm thinning it out and I'm using those thin trees to try to eventually weave a trellis kind of system so that I can keep my rows behind it. I mean, the rows will grow through and I'll kind of trim it up and push it the other way so that it's on the outside. But I thought I'd try this. So I've gone ahead and put some rebar, short pieces, 2-foot pieces of rebar across the back. So I stick these branches in here and then try to attach them to the others. I've actually got 4, and I have twist ties that I'm using. Get it on there nice and tight. This one I think I'm going to try and make it lower. So I have some different levels that I can eventually weave some other stuff. Okay. And let me get another. These are my wonderful, wonderful roses. A bush that I brought from Florida, from my old Florida rose. They smell so good. So get my zip tie here. I'm going to secure it to some of this. Okay. And I'm putting them up. They're green, so they're bending for me. And because they're pretty long, most of them, they're cooperating so far. Come over, this down. I'll even take it behind, weave it. Another Ziploc. I'll cut the tails off once I'm done. There we have 2 put up, if you can see them in the camera. Let's get another. I'm going to try to take this one down lower. And I can take this down. See if I can do it without it breaking. Get down a little lower. We've got a bad place here, but we're going to do this because it's bent this far. There we go. Kind of hard to hold and manage this zip tie. But no matter what anyone says, I'm actually pretty patient when it comes to this kind of thing. So, if I can put another one. So here I am down here. I just attached this one. And let's see if this is long enough that I can take it, bend it. And this one, kind of weave them around. So you can see that I have made a couple of lower arches. Let's see if I can put some even lower ones. See if I can weave some of this in. Oh, I feel rain. And that means this project stops here and give you a little bit of an idea that I'll just keep on adding pieces of wood. So we're going to stop for now. It's starting to rain. It feels good, but I don't think my camera is going to like it. So I'm back and I'm going to see what I can do to continue to work with my rose trellis. Here we go. So I have 3 stakes, if I can do this without falling. And I have 3 stakes. I have 3 rebar that are in here. And I've been working off the outside too. So I'm going to try to see if I can attach some more on the inside rebar. See if I can do a little bit of weaving. I can get these in here. Okay. Now I don't have my climbing shoes, which is what I used when I went up in the woods. I have regular shoes, and I have to really be careful that I don't end up slipping on the clay. It just rained, pretty heavy rain, but the sun came out again, so I thought I would get out here while the plants are really, I say the plants, the sticks. You want them to be still very fresh, and so they bend. I'm going to play with this a little bit, kind of weave them around. So I have now put one through the center with the rebar piece down there. Okay. You know, I have some ideas. We're going to see how those ideas are going to work. Now, take this around underneath here. So this is in the back, and I'm going to put this one in the front. Stick it in. Do some more of these zip ties. Do a little bit of weaving here. And weaving up. It broke. Okay, so I'll do it like this. Well, this is what happens. And I'm going to end up getting another small. I don't have the small here, so just going to tie this around, put it in here. There we go. And see, that's pulling this nice and tight. So I went and got my clippers that I needed so I could cut some of the ends that are smaller and easier. If I can do a little bit weaving. I'm going to take this in here and see if I can weave this back and forth. Take that around. Again, I don't have a pattern. This is just something that I'm playing with. Okay. All right, let's see if we can do it this time without breaking. Oh. What? There we go. Now you always just kind of make it work. I think I'm going to try to weave up. Right. Take it through the back. I have a lower piece down here, and I want to get it, kind of bring it forward. So I'm going to take this. No. Okay. I'm going to take it in. Do weaving in and out. See if I can up. It's still a little bit brittle, some of these pieces. In, out. Now the trick will be, how can I bend this? How can I bend it without breaking it? There we go. Wind that in there. I'm gonna also zip tie it, so There we go. So I'm starting to get full. So I want to kind of get some more in here. And that didn't grab like I wanted, so I'm going to have to probably cut and get another piece. See if I can start weaving down lower. I'm able to really bend this. Far so good. There. Kind of excited. Okay. Okay. Let's up some. Another zip here. Another one. In, out. There we go. I can go in here. Up, go. I really love this. It's really turning out. Okay. Crisscross all along. I think I would like to have it come up. The bottom could use a little more closing in. Fit it in. Yeah. This is mint. I planted mint behind me a couple of years ago here, and it just took over. I've recently cut it back. Really kind of excited about that, because now I have spearmint anytime I want it. Heather had made some pesto where she put some mint in it. And I'd never done that before. It's really good. And then there's mojitos. Gotta have that spearmint with the mojitos. Okay. I think I might have this. Let's see if I can put another one in the back there. How far? We go. Now, here we go. Leave that in, that out. So that's nice and snug. All right. During our breaks, we sit up at my husband's shop, up at Wayne's shop, and look out into the forest. And I was seeing all these really thin trees. And they were tall. They were really reaching. Another one of those cases where, the trees don't end up getting bigger. They don't end up getting bigger. They stay small, even though they're an older tree. So I'm finding a way to use those, and I'm thinning the trees a little so that the other trees that are trying to take on some girth will actually have an opportunity to do that. So here we are. I'm gonna see if I have some of the jewels and things that I want to maybe tie in the different holes and sections, and then maybe I'll record that. Okay, so for now, I have kind of done as much as I want to do for a little bit. I have other projects I really have to work on that has to do with renovations. But to try to give you an idea, I brought some of my pottery items. I did some pottery classes with Jean Davidoff at Stephen Foster, and I found that little pieces of pottery that was left, you can make different kinds of jewels and things. But what it did make me also think about was, well, I do wish that I brought some of my other beads. I have a lot more beads at home that are glass and some are iridescent. And I think I'm just going to maybe bring some next year. I don't mind redoing all of this. I might have to add more of the sticks to the trellis system here. Played a little more. There's kids that live down the street and they were taking a walk and they noticed the jewelry stuff that I'm putting on my trellis. So I had a little bit of fun. I like doing these things. Maybe it'll give you some ideas.